All right, Haley. So just go ahead and just talk about how you got involved here at the shelter.
Well, my husband and I moved here just over a year ago. He's in the Coast Guard, and I've always been a huge animal lover. I've adopted a total of 5 dogs. We currently have 3. We lost 2 of them a couple years ago, but we've always rescued dogs from shelters or found them on the street or something like that. And I wanted to actually work with animals, and so I'm a CrossFit coach, but I wanted to work with animals as well. And this was just a way for me to kind of be able to have more than 3 dogs and be able to, work with extra animals. But really, I looked at King's Harvest because I was going to be donating some clothes and stuff, and then I found out that they had a pet assistance program, and they were going to be opening up a new pet shelter. So once they got this building, I've pretty much been working here since they opened. So.
Cool. So where did your love for animals come from?
Well, I grew up with golden retrievers and labs in my house, and I just always, love being around animals. And because there is so much abuse and terrible things that do happen to animals in this world, I really wanted to be part of the solution rather than just allowing things to happen and kind of sitting on the sidelines. So if even it's just a few animals that get adopted every week or get saved every week, versus the millions out there that get euthanized, at least it's something,
Kind of talk about what's the one thing that motivates you about your work here at the shelter.
I would say one of the biggest organizations out there specifically would be the one in Los Angeles called Hope for Paws, and they go into these really rough neighborhoods, and they find all these animals that have been either severely abused or neglected, sometimes that have severe health issues, and they do it every single day. So they actually sacrifice a good amount of their life to do that, and that's just, for me, that's really inspiring. So coming even, it seems like a small thing, coming once a week or coming twice a week to a shelter, when you see people out there doing stuff every single day, sacrificing other parts of their life to do something good for humanity, or for animals in general. So.
Awesome. That's really cool. I mean, a lot of people, I've seen people like that have, volunteered, for many different things, Red Cross, food drives, of course for no pay at all.
Right.
So what's the the gratification that you get out of doing what you do here?
It's definitely, it's rewarding to, you're not being paid when you're volunteering, but it's rewarding to see an animal that has come from a horrible situation get cleaned up and get healthy and go to a family that's going to love it. Because when you do own dogs, you have dogs or cats at home, the way that they are towards you, the love that they give to you, and the commitment is pretty amazing. And even when they've gone through a lot of stuff, they're so forgiving and loyal. All 3 of my dogs came from homeless shelters, different parts of the country. And one of our dogs we found on the street, and she had heartworms and all kinds of issues and health problems, but she's so loyal and loving and forgiving, and no matter how poorly another human being may have treated her, that's just how animals are. So.
And since you are only here just one day a week,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any any goals or anything like that you are shooting for while you're here in that short amount of time?
I definitely, we're stationed here just for a few years with my husband's job, and so I definitely want to stay here for the next couple years, continuing to work, maybe even taking on a bigger role here at some point. But eventually, I've had ideas in the future of having, opening up a shelter myself. Once we get settled and stop moving around so much with the military, so I would like to do that for sure.
That's really cool. What do you think are some things that you have learned and are learning to help you, accomplish that?
That it really doesn't take very much if more people would just give their time, give their money. If everyone did just a little bit, that if we all work together on, we can really accomplish a lot of awesome things. So there's a lot of great volunteers here, and again, they may come once, twice a week, but with everybody working together, we make a really huge difference. And I think that goes for a lot of other things too.
So eventually, within going to be released on my blog online, what's one message that you want to share with everyone who's going to be viewing this? What's one thing that you want to let people know about? And just it could be anything really.
I would say that number one is to always consider adoption over buying a dog. There's a lot of people out there that continue to breed more and more and more dogs. They don't get spayed and neutered, and then we end up having a huge population of dogs that are on the streets, and they just continue to multiply, which, you know, of course adds to the stress of the shelters, including the shelters that put the dogs or cats down. And, you know, shelter animals don't have excess problems. They're always good dogs, you know, it's just about finding the right fit. And, you know, it's cheaper too, so than buying a brand new puppy, but that would probably be the biggest message, because I think there is a huge need for adoption in this whole country for animals. So.
Awesome. And so the goal of this project is to show that the everyday person can be larger than life. You don't have to be like some big time, you know, celebrity, you know, humanitarian to be, you know, because you hear about, you know, Bono from YouTube doing things, you know, things like that. You hear about Angelina Jolie doing, you know, going to and adopting, you know, all these kids from different countries.
Right.
But do you agree that you don't have to be that huge in order to really make a huge difference or make a huge impact?
I definitely agree. I mean, I don't think that you need to go necessarily go across the world. I think it's great if you can, but you know, there's people here in the Quad Cities who are homeless. There's people here in the Quad Cities who really just need help, you know, and many times those people have animals, you know. So if you can look locally and see what's around you, there's definitely help that's needed. And I think if everybody could just give a little bit of time or money or effort on some level, it makes a huge difference. So you don't have to be a rock star to make that happen.
Well, that's all I have for you. Is there anything else that you would like to say that we haven't discussed that you want to get out there?
I mean, definitely come by and visit King's Harvest Pet Shelter. We have a lot of pets here, a lot of great pets here, and you know, come visit. It's a good place. A nice shelter. We're hoping to open up that property in the back and get it level so we can have some space, more space for the dogs to run around. But, yeah.
And a lot of friendly animals here. I think I've had about three pets so far jump on me as soon as I walked in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much, Ava.
Hey, thank you.